Hello, PDL viewers. Skippy back here, coach of the Steel City Surge. For week 2 of the Wi-Fi division, we are matched up against the Seattle Samurotts, coached by Glass Shadows. This matchup is kind of scary for me. I'm really hoping I did more than enough in terms of building and prepping for this matchup. I'm still very scared about what happens here. It's going to come down to who's brought and how I'm able to play around who is brought, because the matchup is a very scary one. So we're going to hope for the best. Let's see what ends up being brought here. This is our team. We're looking forward to a very solid matchup. And gotta hope for the best. Let me just make sure he's Glass Shadows searching. I got my calc up and my notebook all ready to go to keep track of stuff. I'm hoping this goes very well. It was a very close game very close matches during mocks. But here we go. Who do we see? We see the Latios. We see Heatran, Rillaboom, Hawlucha, Weavile, and Weezing. Gotta write all this down. Okay. So we lead Hearthflame pretty much. Every scenario here is a Hearthflame lead. We're gonna give it a second as well. That Rillaboom, Hawlucha pairing is very scary. The good news is there is no Terra on the far side of the field. So it's a very good thing. Don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about Drifblim potentially being a very scary Terra. That Weavile really fucks shit up. That Hawlucha really fucks shit up. So really, really scary matchup here. All in all, really scary matchup. Really interested to see what actually is brought. Alright, week 2 matchup. Here we go. Weavile lead. Alright. I actually like this. If it's banded Weavile, Icicle Crash does do a lot. But I think I can go straight for a Trailblaze, because at +1, we would outspeed it. I'm gonna go for a Trailblaze. Trailblaze should be a 2-shot here. And yeah, we're gonna go for a Trailblaze right off the bat against the Weavile. Because I don't think it stays in here. I really don't think it stays in here. If it's banded, then yeah, there's the switch. So we get a +1 boost here into the Heatran. Okay, how much is Heatran taking? Let's see. That does very, very little. That is a bulky Heatran. That did very, very little. Ivy Cudgel should be our play here, though. We always Ivy Cudgel. I don't see any reason why we don't. Go for the Ivy Cudgel. Get the crit. Okay, that's a 2-shot. That's definitely defensively invested. Magma Storm here does about half. Okay, so he's definitely defensively invested, but not much outside of that. Ivy Cudgel against this team also does a lot of damage in general, and it should just knock out Heatran from here. It's max HP, definitely some attack, special attack investment, but it's not leftovers either, and also not rocks. So I don't know exactly what it's going for here. We also have Horn Leech to regain HP if we need it. Right now, I want to get this Heatran off the field. He's either going to sack it or he's going to switch. He could protect. I don't think he protects, though. Magma Storm. Defensive. Yep, there's the switch, so we don't get hit by that Magma Storm anymore. Wheezing comes out. Okay, how much is Wheezing taking from an Ivy Cudgel? That is half, and it does have red card. Okay. It is a defensive Wheezing. What does it bring out? It brings out King Gambit. Hey, this is perfect. We outspeed this. We did over half, and we have King Gambit on the field. Iron Head just knocks this thing out. So we can go for an Iron Head. We can get rid of the Wheezing right out of the bat. I was not expecting red card, but I mean, that's fine. We can work around that. Iron Head is going to guaranteed knock out the Wheezing. If he is... Wait, so he switches. Okay. Iron Head is going to do some damage here. It's going to hit the Rillaboom. Okay, how much damage do we do to the Rillaboom? Oh, that's a lot of damage. That did, what, 40? That did 40 to Rillaboom? Yeah, 40 to 42. Woodhammer doesn't KO us. Woodhammer is like a 2-shot. I think I could Tau Cleave here. I think I can get my rocks up, actually. We're gonna go for rocks. I am not worried about... I'm gonna get my rocks up. He U-turns. U-turn does 389 to 290. $389 to 290. It's like 89. He brings Heatran out. That's fine. We go for our rocks. And he is bulky. Now, he could go for Magma Storm here, which is fine. I definitely want to switch. How much does Go-Go would not be a good switch here. I don't like the Hard Flame switch. How much does Suicune take? Suicune does not take that much, and we can rest. So we're gonna go into Suicune here. We are gonna lose some health on Suicune, but that's okay. He goes for the double switch. Okay. What does he go into? He goes into Hawlucha. Okay. This is okay, actually. I don't mind this. It is not Boots Hawlucha. It is probably Grassy Seed. Yep, there's the Grassy Seed. It's Grassy Seed Unburden. This is fine. This is okay. Against Suicune. +1 defense. I mean, if it is like Swords Dance, Ice Beam is a 2-shot. So I can pretty much go, I mean, nothing really likes an Ice Beam here except for like Weavile, and this is built to counter Weavile. I could go for the Scald, but I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam. It does more damage. It is SD, so it's +2, +1 defense. Close combat doesn't even KO if it's Adamant Max. So this should do... Oh my! Crit! And freeze! Oh my gosh! Oh! I get a free Scald off here. Okay. And okay, Thaw. Okay, that's fine. Acrobatics doesn't kill. That's a lot of damage, but Rocky Helmet takes it down. I could have rested there, but I would have rather just taken that down. So Suicune, KO. That's a threat out of the way. Hawlucha with Rocky Helmet. That is the first KO of this matchup, and I just took out one of the biggest threats of this team. Hawlucha was such a nightmare to prepare for. Okay, Rillaboom comes out. We get some more Rocks chip on it. I don't think he has Defog. I really don't think he has Defog. Okay, we're at half. I don't like staying in here. I'm gonna... How much does Choice Band Rillaboom U-turn do to Go-Goat? It does a ton. But at the same time, I don't have any real reason to not go for it because I feel like I need to. I need to preserve Suicune's HP as much as possible for Choice Band Weavile in the end game. Yep, that's expected. We gotta see if it's banded. It is most definitely banded. Oh my gosh, did that do a lot of damage. I probably should have seen that coming, but I had to make that switch just in case, because I did not want to take a boosted Grassy Glide or a boosted Wood Hammer. That is definitely Choice Band Rillaboom with U-turn. Now, Weavile comes out. Takes Rocks damage. It is not Boots Weavile. That is very good to note. It is not Boots Weavile. We do get some HP back from leftovers and grassy terrain. So how much does Weavile do here to Terra Water Go-Goat? Weavile, Choice Band. Knockoff just straight up kills it. But we can go for Terra Water here. We can try to Horn Leech and get as much HP back as possible. We're going to go for it because why not? If we lose Go-Goat, we lose Go-Goat. I'm not worried all that much about losing Go-Goat right now. Rillaboom is a problem, but if we can... Alright, yeah, that's fair. He does go for the knockoff. He does KO Go-Goat. Weavile KOs Go-Goat. How much does Weavile do to Suicune right now? With knockoff, it does 36%, so it could go up to 174. I think going into Suicune and resting, because this will show if he's banded or not. Knockoff does not KO Suicune, so we go into Suicune. We go into Suicune and we rest. Because knockoff does not KO at the highest roll unless it's a crit, or unless he's adamant and not jolly, and I don't think he is adamant. If he is adamant, then he still doesn't KO, so we're fine. We go rest. We go rest on the Weavile. If he is triple axle, but I mean, if he's triple axle, he's not choice then, so I know that. And we know triple axle does not do a ton of damage here. We go for that rest. We get that HP back up. We need to keep Suicune as healthy as possible for the end game. And I gotta remember, there is a Latios in the back that is potentially scarfed, which could very well be a problem. So I gotta keep that in mind. That Latios could very well be a problem still. There's the switch from Weavile. Alright, so we get a free rest off. Goes into Wheezing. Okay. Interesting choice. Neutralizing gas. Gonna take Rock's chip. I'm gonna stay in and go for the Sleep Talk, I think. Because this Wheezing doesn't have an item. Yeah, this Wheezing has no item. I haven't even seen it do a move yet. How much does Scald do to Wheezing? If it's a physical wall. Scald could do a chunk. We're gonna go for the Sleep Talk here and hope we get Scald. He stays in. Does he go for Defog? get Scald. Okay. That's decent chip. And we get a burn. Okay, so that's extra chip. Nice. He does go for defog. He does have defog. That's fine. That's fine. Grassy terrain disappears. That's fine. We get extra chip now on the Wheezing. So we could get a free KO on the Wheezing here. I'm going to stay in and go for another Sleep Talk. We've shown all our moves for this set. He does stay in. What does he go for? Probably goes for Strange Steam, potentially Toxic Spike. So if we can get Scald or Ice Beam here, we get rest. Damn. Unfortunate. He might go for Toxic Spikes. Goes for Pain Split. Dang. Okay. That's a little annoying. We do get the extra chip though, so I'm not insanely worried, especially since we're Rest Talk. We have some maneuverability here. We also didn't do a whole lot from Scald, so I don't think he's physically defensive. I think he's specially defensive. I'm gonna go for a Scald again, get that stat boosted Scald. That's a good amount. I don't think that was a crit. He has T-Bolts. Ooh. Interessante. Now, we're at 119. Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt. I forgot this thing gets Thunderbolt. Okay. I gotta think here. Thunderbolt could do up to 120, so max roll. This could be a KO here. I don't want to give him HP for free. How much does Thunderbolt do to Hearth Flame? Thunderbolt does like 9%, but Sludge Bomb does do a lot if he has it. How much does it do to Gambit? Not a lot. I'm going to go into Gambit. We're going to go into Gambit. We're going to try to preserve Suicune as much as possible right now. Because if Weavile does have Triple Axle, that's going to do a ton of damage. Let's go for the Thunderbolt. That's going to do very, very little. And now we can go for a free Iron Head here. Heatran is still around, so I need to keep that in mind. But I think I can go for an... I'm not going to go for Rocks. Iron Head against Wheezing does do... It should knock it out here. And then how much does it do to Heatran? If I know it's like a bulky set. Tau Cleave is better. Defensive Wheezing. All right, I'm gonna go for the Iron Head. I think we're gonna go for the Iron Head. He stays in, so he gives up the Wheezing. King Gambit, KO. Wheezing Galar. All right, I can essentially stay in here because I'm pretty sure I live a Latios Aura Sphere potentially with Gambit. Yeah, we do live a Latios Aura Sphere even if it's Choice Specs, which I don't think it is. And we can just straight up KO it with Tau Cleave. I don't know if he wants to go for that right now. It depends on who he sends in. If he sends in Weavile, I think we just go for the KO. This is a really interesting spot for him, because he could go Rillaboom. This is a very interesting spot. He's got two Mons that are really weak to King Gambit, so King Gambit's a really solid Mon. He goes Weavile. Okay. He probably has Low Kick on Weavile. He probably has Low Kick. Low Kick from this range, from a Choice Band Weavile, does at most 286. This is going to be a roll. We're at 243. If he is Choice Band, and I think he is, I think we go into we're going to go into Suicune here, because I don't think we necessarily need Suicune all that much right now. I think we go into Suicune and kind of scout what he wants to do. We're going to swap in Suicune. We're going to see what he wants to go for. If he goes for Low Kick, he shouldn't do that much to Suicune. 25%. That's roughly what we have left. We might be able to live, then make another swap. He does go for Low Kick. He does not KO. He takes Rocky Helmet Chip. And he's... Life Orb? Is he Life... Is that Life Orb? Regardless, I think I go for Rest again. I can't tell if that was Life Orb. I don't think... I think it's Life Orb. I'm gonna go ahead and Rest. If he doesn't... If he takes me out here, I can go Dragapult and we'll outspeed for sure. Ice Shard won't KO because we are Yachi Berry and we can just hinder this thing a ton. I'm gonna go ahead and Rest. We'll see what he wants to do. He does go for knockoff, so he's Life Orb. He is Life Orb. Okay. He is Life Orb. Okay. But he takes a lot of chip. And I'm pretty sure Gambit can just KO from this range. But I think U-turn from Dragapult just KOs. Because Ice Shard does not do enough damage. U-turn would definitely KO. So let's go into Dragapult. We can get some very much needed chip on this thing. Yeah, this should KO. And we don't die to an Ice Shard now. We definitely don't die to an Ice Shard because we know it's Life Orb. We know it is Life Orb. So Ice Shard does 22 to 27. So we can go ahead and U-turn here. He goes for a switch. All right, so we got some momentum here. We get some momentum. We get to see what he goes into. He goes into Heatran. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. Does not get the burn. He's now at 50%. Okay. So we can go into Gliscor for free now. And essentially get up rocks. I could just go for Earthquake and try to get that pivot. I think we're going to go for Earthquake. Yeah, we're going to go into Gliscor here. We get that Toxic Orb off, so we don't need to worry about being burned here by the Heatran. I don't think Heatran can really do anything to us at all. So, we can get our rocks up for free here, I think. Heatran, Special Bulk against Gliscor. Earthquake's a guaranteed KO. Magma Storm does a ton of damage in return. I think we go for the Earthquake. We go for the kill. If he switches into Latios, props on him. We take down Heatran. Heatran goes down. Heatran goes down. Gliscor. KO. Heatran. Big knockout. Big knockout. And now that we know Weavile is Life Orb, he brings Life Orb, Weavile back out on the field. We do not outspeed, and Triple Axle does KO. Do we need Gliscor for anything else? We could use it for the Rillaboom. We could very well use it for the Rillaboom. Choice Band Rillaboom, we do outspeed it, so I think we can use it for that. I want to keep Hearthflame around, I think. I don't know if I want to keep Hearthflame around. I'm going to try to keep Gambit around, so I don't know if we... I don't think we need Hearthflame. We're going to go into Hearthflame. We're going to sack Hearthflame. We're going to sack Hearthflame. I already forget who Suicune lost to. Ice Spinner. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so... Weavile, KO. Hearthflame. Okay. Now we can go into Dragapult here. We're gonna go into Dragapult. Nothing likes a U-turn here, so he's gonna have to either go for Ice Shard if he has it, or he's gonna have to sack something off. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I'm gonna keep playing like I have something here until he procs that Yachi Berry. I don't know if he has Ice Shard. He has Knockoff, Low Kick, Ice Spinner. He has to have Ice Shard, right? He has to. He would have shown it earlier if he had it, I think. He wanted to switch, though, and get that Heatran Flame Body off, but he didn't get it off. This is a very close match. This is essentially how mocks were going down earlier. Weavile did take out... Weavile did go for Ice Shard. Okay, cool. We do live this very, very easily. And now it's disabled and doesn't really matter anyway. Weavile's going to go down here. Weavile's going to go down to Dragapult U-turn. Weavile KO'd Suicune before. Bolt, KO, Weavile. Now we go into Gliscor here. Try to see what Latios is. The fact that Latios is still around and very healthy is very unsatisfying and not helpful. Because if it is Scarf Ice Beam, we're going to have some problems. But I think we can take down Rillaboom with Gliscor. Rillaboom does come out. Got his Grassy Surge. We're going to go for dual Wing Beat. We do outspeed unless he's Scarf or goes for Grassy Glide. I don't know why he would go for Grassy Glide, but I think dual Wing Beat just KOs here. Yeah, dual Wing Beat would KO here. So we go for dual Wing Beat. We have enough speed. We do hit the dual Wing Beat. We're going to take down Rillaboom, and we're going to have to lock. If this is Scarfed, if this Latios is Scarfed, we have to lock it into a specific move. We are going to stay in. I think our best bet is to just go for knockoff here. We are going to go for the knockoff on Latios. We got to see what it is. We got to see what it is. What set is it? I'm pretty sure knockoff just straight up KOs Latios here. It is Scarf. It goes for the Draco and knocks us down. Okay. Knockoff would have done at least half. Okay. It is Scarf Latios and it's got Draco. I think we go into Kippy here. I think we go into Dragapult. Dragapult, Draco, can potentially KO. And then Sucker Punch from Stan will just knock it out. We're going to go in. We're going to try to either go for the miss. He's already at -2. He's already at -2 from Draco. And he has Choice Scarf. He is most likely Choice Scarf. And if he is not, then we just win. Choice Scarf. Yeah, Choice Scarf Draco does not kill. I don't believe. It can do up to 320. It can do as low as 270, though. It's going to be a roll. We see if we outspeed here. He outspeeds. It's a roll. He does get the roll, but now he's at -4 against King Gambit. He is -4 against King Gambit, stuck in Draco. This is a GG right here. He is absolutely scarfed. And we have Stan, the King Gambit. He has Katao Cleave. We could just go for the Sucker Punch, but it's a roll. Katao Cleave is not a roll. If he does get the crit, it does. If he does get Draco crit, we are currently at 243 HP. We are at 243. We are at 62%. We win. We go for Katao Cleave. It's GG. It's out of moves already. Oh wait, we disabled it. Okay, cool. That's GG. GG. Latios KO'd. Bolt. Latios KO'd. Gliscor. Gambit. KO. Latios. Wow, that was such a great game. Congratulations to Glass Shadows. That was an amazing matchup, man. Considering everything that they're currently going through, this was a great match. I'm so happy we got to play it. One of my favorite matches of all time, for sure. I had to prep so much for this matchup, and pretty much most of what you brought ended up being what I expected. But oh my gosh, was that an insanely great matchup. I could not have asked for a better matchup. Oh my gosh. Dude, props to you, man. That could have gone either way, and just I honestly, I hope to see you again. That was such a great matchup. I want to see you again in playoffs, man. I gotta see you in playoffs again. I need a rematch. That was insanely fun. Great matchup. Props to you for that prep. That was insane. Can't wait to discuss after. Great job. I hope to see you in the playoffs, man. Honestly, great game. Great game.